637 to the nearest 10 and to the nearest 100. So just a reminder, if the number next to the number in the roundings place is a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, we're going to ignore that number in the roundings place. But if the number next to the number in the roundings place is a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, we're going to add 1. So use the red and green. If the number is one of these green numbers, we want to make it bigger or go ahead and make it bigger. If the number next to it is one of these red numbers, we're going to ignore it or stop. So the first thing we need to do when we're rounding a number to the nearest 10 or 100 is determine which number is in the tens place or the hundreds place. So if we start all the way over to the right, this number 7 is in the ones place, this number 3 is in the tens place, and this number 6 is in the hundreds place. Because we're rounding to the nearest 10, this is the number that's going to maybe change. So we're going to look right next door. And is this number 7 a green number up here, or is it a red number? Right, it is a green number. So we are going to add 1 to the number in the roundings place. So when we add 1, 3 plus 1 is 4. Everything to the right becomes a 0, and everything to the left just drops down. Now I want to take a closer look at the number 37 and pull that number 37 out. When we pull the number 37 out, we notice that 37 is actually closer to 40 than it is to 30 on the number line. So 637 would round to 640 if we're rounding to the nearest 10. Now let's take a look at this number 637 this time. But this time we're looking at it in terms of rounding it to the nearest 100. So we know this is in the ones place, this 3 is in the tens place, so this 6 is the number that we're going to be rounding to. And so if I look right next door, this time the number right next door is a 3, which tells us to ignore the 6. So we're just going to bring that 6 right on down. But I know that everything to the left has to become a 0. So the number that 637 rounded to the nearest 100 is 600.